Yes, sir. Another day, another audit, motherfucker. Another day, another audit. I know your girlfriend on it. My wiener. We're zoomed in today. Holy shit. Look how zoomed in we are. We're really zoomed in. That's crazy. That is mad crazy. I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. You can almost read my notes. That's not good. Don't need that now, do we? So far behind. Do we? What's going on here? Let's get some people in here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. He's away actually. He's being fucking stupid. So far. Why are we doing that? Why are we getting loud for no reason? Also, I want to change that angle a little bit. Wait for y'all to come in, damn it. Get your ass in here, motherfuckers. There we go. I think that's a little better. I like that a little better, actually. Or we can go a little higher. Or lower. Go higher. How high y'all want to go? Oh, shit. I kind of like that right there, to be honest. That look-y look fire. Yup. Yup. America's Daily Audit. Yup. Yup. Welcome in, bro. We're going to wait a while to let everybody get in here. We're going to wait a while. We gonna wait for it. Ooh, we gonna wait for him. Let me know when you hear. Let me know when you hear. Let me know when you are here. We got a banger. We got a banger of a show for y'all today. I haven't showered yet, y'all. I gotta shower later before work. Meow. I got the window open for you and everything, and you're still more interested about what's going on over here? Is that right? You're still more interested about what's going on over here? Thank you. I appreciate it. The news cat, everybody. The news cat. The news cat. What are you doing, news cat? Are you the cat of the news? Y'all, it's something fierce over here. Something fierce over here. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's day doing? We're just chilling, waiting for y'all to get your goofy asses in here. That's what we're waiting on. Tell them so. That's what we waiting on. Bada bing, bada bang. Is it loading? Are we frozen? Uh-oh. Did they already take the live down? Are we good? Oh. See, look. See, look. Are we back? Are we back? Are we actually back? No. There we go. I think we're back now. I think we're fully back. Relax. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We got a good show for you today. A great show for you today. I need to learn how to put a freaking pre-roll thing on here and wait for my viewers instead of just sitting here like a dummy. You can barely hear me. Really? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Huh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Any better? Any better? Hold on. Any better? Check, 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 check. Let's see if it's any better. Hold on. Let's see. My video's a little far behind here. I mean, it's a little better. It's not much better, though. That's weird. Hold on. Let me try one more thing, maybe. Yeah, it might also be because the battery's pretty low on that phone. I didn't charge it up before the show like a dummy. So it's on a charger charging, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how well it's going to do, but I'll just talk a little louder. All right. Oh, hold on. I just wanted to... Let me check one more thing about that volume. Maybe I can do something on this side real quick. Hold on. Hold on, let me... Sorry, guys. We're letting that load. Maybe that will improve our volume here. I hate how slow things are. How's everybody's day going, though? How's everybody been? You been having a good day? I got to work later on tonight. That's why the show's way earlier than usual. Usually we do 8 p.m. But on days I work, I think I'm going to shoot for around 3 or 4 p.m. when I do my shows. That way I have enough time to, do the show, research for the headlines, all that. And, I got to have time for the show and then time to get ready for work, unfortunately. My 9 to 5, but it's actually 10 to 6. Oh yeah, I forgot to write this down too. I'm checking my notes here too. I forgot to write this down. I can just read it from my notes. I got it in my notes over here. I forgot to grab it. But that's okay. I'll just screenshot it and then pull it up. Anyways, all right, let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. So, we got America's Daily Audit, everybody. Welcome back. Today is January 1st, 2026. The first show of the year. If you're here watching my show, that means you didn't get killed last night, you didn't die, you didn't become a statistic. And hey, that's impressive. Good job on not becoming just another American statistic. Round of applause. Round of applause. Proud of you guys. I'm so proud. We got a few little things that we're going to talk about here today. Today's not really like a big headline debunk. What headlines did they do or not push today? That's not really what type of show we're doing today. We're doing a little bit different style of show today. I kind of wanted to do a little more talking today, just off the cuff, about how I feel and about some issues that are pertaining to America right now. So I kind of just wanted to go off the cuff and talk about a few things. So I mean, first thing is, the first thing I want to address is, because I talk about how we have all these issues and we should be fixing them, and we gotta fix it, we gotta fix it, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. But what can we do to actually fix it? What can we do to actually get where we need to be to put our nation in a spot where it's not only winning again, but thriving again? And not only is it thriving again, but the American people are thriving again. And honestly, I think the first step you have to take in order to do that is to withhold your vote. You have to withhold your vote. You have to not give a fuck if left or right wins. You just have to withhold your vote and not give a fuck. You have to withhold your vote. You do not vote for anybody who has taken a penny from AIPAC, whether it's a left wing or a right wing. It doesn't matter. The thing that matters is if they took money from AIPAC. No longer are you going to vote for somebody because they got a little D next to their name or a little R next to their name. No. You're going to be voting on whether or not they took money from AIPAC. That's a huge step in the right direction. Because if they're not taking money from AIPAC, then they're not being lobbied. They're not going to vote against the American people. They're not going to vote against you or me. They're going to vote for us. That's a huge first step. Stop giving a fuck about the left versus right narrative. We can't do it anymore. You just have to abandon it. If you want to make it out of this alive, if you want to make it out of this alive, that's the only way. Look, I don't care. I mean, if you want to live the future that they're going to put us in, which is like nuclear warfare soon, like it's going to get bad. We keep going to war for Israel. We keep the war machine turning for Israel at their beckoning call, wherever, whenever. We keep doing that. And eventually all these countries are going to say, fuck Israel and fuck America. I'm telling you, when the world turns on Israel, you do not want to be there as their ally. Because it won't just be fuck Israel. It's going to be fuck America. It's going to be fuck Germany. It's going to be fuck whoever is standing next to Israel. Okay? Because everyone's so far done. Everyone is so far done. Welcome in, Dakota. Everyone is so far done. Okay? Take a drink if you're gay. Damn, he got me, dude. I'm only gay on days that end with Y. Okay? But no. The only, like... Damn, I lost my spot. I lost my spot. But no, like, I have no problem. If you want to go to nuclear warfare, that's cool. Because that's what it's going to be. So, that's really what it's going to be. And if you want to stand next to Israel when everybody says, fuck Israel, fine. But be prepared to live the future. And the future will be basically an IRL, in real life, Fallout game. I'm for it. After this broadcast... You may think I'm going to take a shower because I said that. I'm going to play like 2 hours of Fallout New Vegas. Then I'm going to go take a shower, okay? Love you too, Dakota. Thank you, brother. Like, I'm never going to be affected either way. Like, either way. Either we get our shit together, I become president when I turn 34, I become president, youngest president ever, everything's good, everything's great, I turn our nation completely around and save it, and I serve my country for as long as I can until they put a bullet in me. Or we continue supporting Israel, We continue giving all of our money. We continue giving all of our weapons. We continue giving all of our our people. Did you know there's people that live, dude, there's people that live in America that went over to Israel to fight Gazans. They literally, went and took a month off of their jobs, went over to Israel to fight. I was watching this video about this guy who was, he was deployed over in Israel as an American troop. And he was talking, and he had come back. And he was talking about how literally there was some dude from Michigan talking about, yeah, I'm just here for the month, I'm fucking gonna kill me some fucking Gazans. What? If you went and fought for Russia, if you went and fought for Ukraine, without the direction of your government, you would be marked a traitor, a treasonous ass, traitor ass. What? Why is this all allowed for this country that says we're the greatest ally? I asked you this yesterday, and I'll ask it again. If Israel is our greatest ally, why is China running their largest port and receiving all of the money for managing Israel's biggest trading port? I thought you are my greatest ally. So why are you giving that contract to China? It's a pretty big contract, and it's a pretty serious contract. Having the power of a port like that and the money that comes in from that is huge. It's huge. It's ginormous. That'd be huge for America right now. But they let China do it. They paid China to do it. Doesn't really sound like my greatest ally. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be my ally. I don't know. It irks me. It irks me that people don't understand how badly we are fucked. I could say it in Robert F. Kennedy's voice if you want.
I don't think you understand. We are so fucked. Israel keeps taking money from us left and right, and we do nothing about it because they put propaganda on us so that we fight our neighbors and uncles and cousins and call them pieces of shit because they just want to save America, but they got a different version of doing it.
Does the Robert F. Kennedy voice, does that work better for you? How do I have to say this for you to open your eyes? What do I gotta say? Tell me what I have to say to open up your guys' eyes. Tell me. I'll say it. Promise I will. Promise. Hey, fuck Israel. It's your every 30-minute quarterly check-in on, is Israel, do we say fuck Israel? Let's check. We do! Fuck Israel! Woo! That's probably why my show doesn't get pushed. Oh, fuck. Here's another thing. Here's our next step. So our next step to freeing up the country after not voting for anybody who takes money from AIPAC, the very next step, the very next step, not only is it the very next step, you should be doing it while you're doing number one. The very next step is you need to start getting involved in your local governments and making your voice heard all over the local level. Run for mayor, run for a school board, whatever. Get your voice heard in the local level. The quicker we establish people who are not corrupt in these local facilities, because let me tell you, buddy, you would be surprised at how many of these local governments are fucking corrupt, from Kansas to New York to Los Angeles, all of them. But here's the thing, this show can reach all of America. It can reach globally too, but I need to reach all Americans, because we need this in each city, in each state. we need people who are not corrupt. We need people who care about their country to get into these positions of power and to just do good things instead of bad. Because here's the thing, once you start running systems at the bottom, okay, check it out. Here's how it works. The government works like this. There's a big system up top. Big system up top, right? It runs it all. It runs it all. It shoots and it runs everything. And whatever it cannot process or what it cannot legislate or should not legislate, it passes it down to the states. Now you've got the state level. The state level then takes care of everything on the state level. Hey, this is what we do in the state. This is what these are our state level benefit. Like this is where it is. You can do this, you can't do that. You can do this, you can't do that. That's what it is. Okay? Then it goes down to the city level. And the city level, they then will okay, well, I'll add this ordinance, or I add that ordinance, or I take away this ordinance or that ordinance. But you would think the city doesn't have enough power to be corrupt or make people rich. You'd be surprised. I've seen small fucking towns of like 1,000 people have so much corruption, and the people that were on the board that were corrupt and putting money in their pockets, these people had money, boy. They were wealthy, boy. You best fucking believe they had money. Dude, it's bad. So when you get people who are good heart and just want to see their country be good and run like it's supposed to, so when you have everyone at the local level running good and good faith and how they're supposed to, it will bleed up. The state will have no choice but to start acting ethically or get out. If they don't start acting right, they have to get out, because we'll put people in who will act right immediately. Well, I mean immediately, of course. And then once we get all of our state levels figured out, boom, up to the governing level. We're up to the governing level now. Oh, all of a sudden they have to act right or get the fuck out. It starts from the bottom and it rises to the top. That's the only way you fix it. Because guess what? The corruption seeped down. The corruption seeped down from the top to the bottom. They did bad shit up here for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and it seeped down and seeped down and seeped down and seeped down and seeped down to where everything you deal with in your daily life is corrupt and steals from you and wants something from you, and it will not ask. It absolutely will just take it from you. And it will have no problem in doing so. In fact, it will take great pleasure in doing so, and it will have more pleasure in doing so the more you squirm. I'm not joking. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's so sickening. Oh, it's so sickening. I hate it. Here's another part. So, if we do that, like I said, we go from the bottom to the top and we fix it that way. That's how we fix it. And the reason why they have it like this, where it's left versus right, is because they created the Federal Reserve to fuck up the prices of everything. And then they have Nixon get us off of the fucking money, off of the gold-backed money, so that they can just print and print and print and print. And when they print money, they're not fixing the economy. They're not doing quantitative easing. Quantitative easing is whenever the government prints money so that we don't have another banking crisis, so that we don't have a economic crisis. Really, no. What it is when they print that money, you know what it really is? It's taking your dollar and it's turning it into 50 cents. Every time. And then, after they did quantitative easing back in, like, what was it, 2008, I think it was, maybe, and then I think they might have done it in 2020 a little bit. But just when you start to recover from that quantitative easing the first time, just when you start to get used to your dollar being that dollar, even though this dollar used to be fucking 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, just when you start to get back on your feet and get used to it, they come in and they print just a little more money. Just to steal a little more from you. And then the corporations invent shrinkflation. They make the bag a little smaller. They put a little less in the bag. Or they make your fucking shit, you know what I mean? Like they do anything they can to shrink it without you noticing. So you get a little less for that same dollar. And I just don't get how nobody has woken up to, like, nobody has seen anything at all to this point. It's just, oh la la, they're doing what? That's crazy. No way. You let them fuck on us for so long that we are so far fucked. You let them fuck on us for so long. And then you're like, why is my butthole hurt? Because you let them fuck on us! What else? What else can I say? What else can I say? I can fix what you fucked. I can. I can. But it's going to keep getting harder and harder and harder and harder for me to fix until I get in. Because they're going to keep fucking on us until I become president. That's just what it's going to be. They're going to keep fucking on us. They're going to keep stealing from us until either me or somebody else who cares gets in and says no more and stops it. Hello. Yeah, what are you doing? Hi. Come here. I mean that's really what it is though. Until we get somebody in who either cares enough to say no more, or until I get in to say no more, it's going to be harder and harder to fix what they have been doing for years. And like I said, I almost feel like Roosevelt was told he needed to put in term limits, because think about this rationally, okay? Think about this rationally. We have like 70, 80 years. One moment, I'm cooking. Hold on, let me cook. You gotta let me cook. 70 to 80 years. 70 to 80 years of these people just fucking our country. Raw, no rubber. Just no lube. Raw, no rubber. Taking what they want, okay? Left and right. 70 to 80 years. But yet, a president's supposed to fix all that in 8 years, 2 terms, 8 years. He's supposed to fix all that. And he can only have 8 years? That's intentional. That's intentional. Doing that was intentional because you wanted it to where if somebody got in that actually cared about the American people and wanted to fight for them and wanted to do the right things, even if he got voted in the right way every single time, and he got voted in both those times, term limit, you can only save the country twice, and then you get to push all of the 100 other sick fucks that want to kill this country and subvert our government and send the American wealth, and I mean the American wealth. There's wealth that can only be generated in America. I want you to understand that. Nobody works like Americans do. Nobody goes as hard as Americans do. They don't. And if they did, then we wouldn't be the fucking top dog having to give money and aid and tanks and jets out to every single fucking country. So like I said, there's wealth that can only be generated in this fucking country. And they're stealing it and siphoning it. And they're stealing our fucking soul's energy. We can keep generating it. You're right. We can generate more. You're right. But it comes to a certain point, you can only keep generating for so fucking long, especially when there's a lack of fuel. Or when your fuel is tainted with fucked up chemicals that are killing your engine. And I'm not talking about cars, motherfucker. Y'all need to wake up. It's bad. It's bad, man. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad. Oh, man. Where are we at, bro? Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be alright either way, man. I'm going to be alright either way. Either I'm going to be president, or I'm going to be in my bunker waiting for my IRL Fallout game to load while I And then as soon as that radiation clears, I'm running around shooting ghouls, looting buildings, and having the time of my life. Either way, I win. Either way, I win. So, do what y'all need to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Gene, chicken bean. I'm going to be alright. I do have a requested topic also, which I did. I got my notes on over here. There actually has been elevated. So somebody asked me to look into solar activity. There actually has been an elevated. There has been elevated solar activity. It's actually a part of a solar cycle 25, which is basically a solar cycle that's happening in the year of 2025. It reached its maximum in the end, like here in 2025. It reached its maximum here. I guess it says that. So like. This one's way more intense and more frequency of solar flares than previous solar flare cycles, they are saying. They're also saying that it's supposed to actually decline. There's supposed to actually be a gradual decline throughout 2026 in solar activity, is what they're saying. They also said, where was it? Where'd I put that? Where was it? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So like, I also cited that there was a big one. There was a huge. It was called the M8. It was a M8.1 flare on December 6th, which triggered. I didn't even know this, but it triggered a fast coronal mass ejection towards Earth, and it was basically a giant flare towards Earth, and it actually caused moderate radio blackouts, which I didn't even know. So that's actually crazy. I'm stumbling over. I'm not really. I've never really spoke about solar flares, so I'm really new to the topic. But that's crazy. And then so the events have actually been impacting Earth. The flare led to R2 level radio blackouts, resulting in minor degradation of high frequency radio communications on the sunlit side, and occasional loss of radio contact. Brief disruptions to low-frequency navigation signals. Let me see here. Ooh, so yeah, from the 1st to the 3rd, there's supposed to be some actually enhancing auroras at higher latitudes. So there's actually going to be some, from the 1st to the 3rd, it's actually going to be getting worse, is what it's saying. But then, from the 6th on until the end of January, it's supposed to remain moderate after this big last burst, is what it's saying. So no, there actually has been a lot of increased levels of solar flares. There really has been. And it has been affecting Earth. I don't know if it's just radio frequencies is the only way it's been affecting Earth, and that's all they're telling us. But that does seem a little concerning. I won't lie, that does seem a little concerning. I've never really had a lot of solar flares growing up like that, so I really don't know much about them. I mean, they're not really talked about in school or anything, which maybe that's on purpose. But no, yeah, yeah, there has been an increase. So overall, y'all, I know this show. I know today the show kind of was doom and gloom, and I kind of was just going in today on y'all, but I don't know. I really want to see us do better as a country. I want to see us love thy neighbor again. I'm really just tired of people not seeing how certain people are using devices created by Americans for Americans. People don't see how those are being used against us by other countries. And they think it's good that the countries are doing or saying what they're doing. And that's really kind of scary. I mean, it's really kind of scary to me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. As well as I'm really just tired of seeing my country being taken advantage of left and right, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't walk up to the White House and be like, Donald, stop giving these fucks money. I'd get shot in the head, bro. 20 seconds, I'd get shot in the head. They'd be like, oh, look at this fat fuck watcher. Fucking tango down. Fat tango down. Like, why is that, though? Like, why? I don't know. It just... America used to be for the people, by the people, for the people. Anybody used to be able to walk into the House of Representatives. Anybody used to be able to go to the White House. Like, it wasn't like some secret hall. It was like, this is a hall by us, for us. You can come here. Yeah, come check out our meeting. Like, shit was different back then. And now, like, they lock up fucking everything. They put everything behind a door and then tell you it's for safety. Safety from who? Oh, it's from terrorism, bad people. Station some fucking guards. Don't, like, and make sure people aren't coming in with guns. The only time mass shootings happen in a place where there's stationed guards and ways to keep guns out of the place is if somebody on the security team allows them in. Like, it's always an inside job or a failed security measure. Like, always. I don't know why people don't understand that. And if they didn't, you know, I'm talking about when they go into the event and shoot in the event, you know what I mean? Of course, you got your Las Vegas shooting that was from the hotel window. Don't even get me started on that shit. Las Vegas shooting is not fucking real. Literally. Like, it's real that people were shot. It's literally just a failed... The 2017 Las Vegas shooting was a failed assassination attempt on somebody that was in the crowd. It really was. It was somebody who was attending an Ariana Grande concert. It was a failed assassination attempt. Their target was in the crowd, and so they said, well, and I'm pretty sure they did not even get their target. So you can literally see the blacked out helicopters flying, and you can hear them. There's military people who are trained in the military were at that concert. They are giving eyewitness statements saying what was above us was they described the exact chopper model. You can go look up the chopper model they describe, and it looks just like the exact little outline that you can kind of barely see because it's black and it matches up in the night perfectly. But you can barely see its outline. When you look at the films and the footage, there's a whole map. If you go look online, there's a map of the shooting and you can see every police, every 911 call, every video that somebody took at that location, everything. There's a whole ass map and it shows everything. I mean, we could go over that one day if you'd like to. We could do a whole show. That'd be a whole show topic. It can't just be me ranting. Like, I will get the evidence, I'll get the receipts, and by the end of the show, if you have an open mind, you will be saying, wow, that was a failed assassination attempt or something like that, because that was not one drunken, fat, fucking ex-military man who somehow was able to drill out a hole in hurricane-proof windows to then shoot all these people way quicker than possible, even with 10 guns. I don't know. There's a lot of things that don't add up in America's history, and then we're told that if we ask about it, we're bad people or unpatriotic. And to the people that tell me I'm unpatriotic for questioning my government, I tell you, you're unpatriotic, because my founding fathers told me not only to question my government, but to stand up against a tyrannical one. A lot of y'all are too afraid to do not even just the second one. Y'all are afraid to do both. Y'all are afraid to stand up against a tyrannical government, and that's why y'all are afraid to question the government, because you don't want to find out that it is a tyrannical government once you start questioning. Because once you start questioning and you find out it's a tyrannical government, then you have to actually stand up and fight and get off your lazy fucking ass and actually fight. No. And you don't get to just keep your cozy little life that you made, your cozy little corner. I keep trying to tell you guys, build your cozy little corner if you want. Build your little spot, whatever. But your cozy little corner will not withstand the war. We're already hip deep inside of a war, and you people don't get it. The war is digital. It's a digital war, and it's already started long ago. And we are hip deep in digital warfare, and nobody gets it. And just like in regular warfare, innocent little civilians are getting caught up in it every single day, and they love that shit. They love seeing the civilians get wrapped up in this little warfare that they got going on. It's bad, guys. It is bad. It is bad. They silence people who stand up against them. The bigger the following, eventually once their following's too big and they can't control them, or they can't override them, with propaganda, they just kill them. They literally just kill them. So I don't know. It's a shocking world we live in. It really is. It's a shocking world we live in. Do we got any questions in the comments? Any chatters that want to say anything? I'd love to hear it now. I'd love to chat with y'all if you got anything to say. Any chatters, any commenters, any SpongeBobbers in the comments? You got anything you want to say? Anything you want to say? Let me know. Jesus. No chats, no comments? Yay. Well, shit. Yeah. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be doing these shows every day, even if it's a slow news day, even if I got work, even if I'm sick, unless I'm literally so ill that I can't. You know what I mean? It's called the America's Daily Audit, not America's every other daily audit, okay? But, no, I love y'all for real. I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate your guys' support. I appreciate your trust. I appreciate you giving me your views. It means the world to me. I built the newsroom for y'all. I built the newsroom for the people because I was tired of seeing the people manipulated and pissed on and walked on and used as pawns in a war they're not even aware is happening. America is in a fucking sick and bad place, but I believe that I can help heal it. I believe that with your help, we can heal it completely. I mean, with your help and the Lord's help, we can heal it completely. That's really just what I believe. I just need the help of the people and my Lord. With those two things, I could turn this nation around. And that's what I want to do. So.
What are you doing, TP?
So, yep, I got about, 10 years, yeah. I mean, I turned 26, I don't know, it's 8 years. I got about 2 terms left, basically. So, one more presidency. I got one more presidency. So, probably a J.D. Vance presidency, and then I'll be old enough. I don't know who's going to be president, but a lot of people think it's going to be Vance. They really do. And I hope it's not. I won't be voting for Vance. Because not only is Vance a big money-grubbing motherfucker and takes money from AIPAC, he takes money from Palantir. And Palantir is all around evil and disgusting. I don't think I need to talk about that here. Palantir probably send a little fucking drone over here the size of a fucking grain of rice to land on my forehead and explode. Those motherfuckers are nuts, man. Palantir honestly scares me, bro. Those motherfuckers are crazy. They really are. They really are nuts. Alright, y'all. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap it here. I know it's a shorter show, but like I said, unfortunately, I got to go to work here later tonight. So, I'm going to thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to tell you we'll have a show tomorrow. And I'm going to also say they can never take away my soul. They can never pay me to not say what I say. The only way I won't say what I'm saying is if my opinion is changed through debate. And through that debate, I am presented with facts that then prove my ideas and beliefs wrong. You can't change facts for me. You can't pay me to ignore facts. You can't pay me to ignore the truth. So, I don't know. Sorry. I might be broke, I might be poor, I might have grew up poor my whole life. I don't care. My way to wealth isn't through lying, stealing, or cheating. My way to wealth is through telling the truth and through building a great and prosperous nation with the help of my fellow American people and my Lord, of course. Like I said, I'd like to thank you all for coming out today. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to the ADA, also known as America's Daily Audit. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow, as I'll be off, and we'll have a much longer show. Appreciate y'all for stopping in. Thank you again, and I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your night. Thank you.